There are two words to describe tonight's event. It is Redemption Arc. For Ttyme later on tonight, he enters into battle against the champion of Rocket League, Pugtato. But before we get to that anticipated championship matchup, we do kick off the event with a 3v3 style live on EON Network's Horizon. Hello again, everybody. I'm Adrian Matt, normally joined by my broadcast colleague, Ttyme. However, as you can see in the lower right of your screen, rather lower left of your screen, Ttyme has, well, decided to join the blue team. So it's going to be Ttyme, Harper, and Pugtato, the champion, up against the team of Waters, Expert Pizza, and Ttyme. And by the way, moments ago, as we saw the replay right there, take a look at this. Absolutely incredible shot by X. And you can already see here, Expert Pizza making his first debut here tonight on EON Network. Great shot right there. Orange team clearly in the lead with 1 point right now. But again, I cannot wait. You can feel it in the air. The electricity's here. The championship matchup later on tonight. It really is going to be one of the greatest, I would imagine. It is the rematch. Ttyme and Pugtato, as Ttyme now is actually perhaps sending a clear-cut message to the champion, as Ttyme just delivered an incredible shot right there, allowing the orange team to be at 2 points. And again, this is going to be absolutely incredible to witness in this matchup. You know, there's two different things. The first thing is that, well, very interesting that my broadcast colleague Ttyme is here. And then, secondly, the fact is Ttyme, the challenger, obviously in the opposite teams against his champion, against the champion Pugtato. So remember, later on tonight, those two are going to be meeting, but the external factors, none other than Expert Pizza and Waters joining Ttyme, and of course Harper and Ttyme joining Pugtato here tonight in a 3v3 here tonight, as this matchup again is underway. The orange team actually in control thus far. Can the blue team somehow, someway actually manage to perhaps maybe turn the tables? As you can see, Waters now is about to hit it. He does, and that's 4 points there. Waters with a tremendous opening, and he capitalized on that set opening, which allowed him to score right there. And take a look at this. Waters obviously able to hit that ball to make the orange team with 4 points now. You gotta believe that if Ttyme is involved in the team that ends up winning here tonight, that perhaps can give him a huge confidence booster heading into that championship match later on tonight. Ttyme looking to make sure he's gonna try to hit the ball, but that was Pugtato. Great block. Pugtato up and up. And here comes Ttyme blocking the ball right there, and perhaps maybe the eyes, I should say, the eyes, all the eyes are onto that ball right there. Up to the top of the stadium, making contact with the ground. Pugtato making a turn here. Ttyme with a shot. Pugtato missing through. Oh my, an explosion, which allowed Ttyme to hit it right there. And could that be the omen? Could that actually be a little bit of a preview for what could be happening later on tonight? Ttyme with that incredible sequence, destroying Pugtato right there. Pugtato was eliminated momentarily, and Ttyme saw the opening yet again, and he was able to score right there. Absolutely incredible. And again, the question is that going to be the opening later on tonight whenever Ttyme faces Pugtato? Is that going to be the omen? Matchup is underway. Look at Waters now using the boost. Here we go. Ttyme with a shot right there. Obviously, Waters is going to try to take it out of the orange territory. And Pete's, on the other hand, Pizza again making his first debut here tonight, would love to really make himself as one of the best of the best. And EON Network is a great community to do so, but Pugtato's fighting back now. Pugtato is digging down deep inside, and the power of Pugtato on display as he take a look at this yet again. Pugtato scored. Blue team is up 1 point. 3 minutes and 1 second left on the clock. There's still a lot of time, I'd say, for the blue team, and it's going to be ample time for them to bounce back in this match. Harper now with a shot. Here comes my broadcast colleague Ttyme missing through. There's Waters missing through as well. Pugtato has the eye on the ball. Oh my. And I think he's about to hit it. No. Ttyme was playing defense. Ttyme did say over the past couple of weeks that he felt confident that he was going to win this championship match against Pugtato. But Pugtato, conversely speaking, did say that he was going to continue his reign as champion. So obviously all those questions will be answered tonight. Who's the better man? Who's going to walk out of here as a champion? I really cannot wait for that match. As a shot there again by Harper. Harper returns here on Rocket League. On behalf of the EON Network's Friday Night Horizon, we're having fun tonight. And Pugtato almost was so close in actually hitting the ball into the blue net. However, it was blocked by the orange members there. And the orange members, in my opinion, doing a really good job playing defense throughout the game. And they're actually doing a tremendous job at that. Expert Pizza back into it. Would love to again win here tonight. His first debut in a great matchup. His first match and could win. And Kai2 Crazy, though, hitting it there. Take a look at the replay. Kai2 Crazy. Look at that. Wow. And is there going to be anybody that's going to stop Kai2 Crazy? Well, potentially Pugtato. And that's the thing about later on tonight, obviously. That championship match, it's not going to be an easy cakewalk for those two gentlemen competing. They understand the fight that they're going to be in. Pugtato in control. There's nobody in defense. Kai2 Crazy, though, missing through. I think it was maybe the equilibrium that was a bit off there, courtesy of Pugtato, but nevertheless, though, ball's right back into the middle of the stadium, now onto the side. Here comes Waters, wasting little time already, using the boost already up in air, off the barricade. Look at Pug, though, back into the save. Kai2 Crazy responds to that one. And Pugtato this time around, back in control. Gotta watch out now. It's in no man's land for the blue team here, and Pugtato's gonna take care of that. Gonna try to make sure he's gonna carry the ball on the other side. And now Pugtato again, using the boost here. Kai2 Crazy, though, look at that. Great sequence already. He sidestepped Pugtato, and he just delivered a shot. Kai2 Crazy just literally sidestepped Pugtato and scored there. Right there is Kai2 Crazy again, hitting yet another score here. 7 points for the orange team. With a minute and 12 seconds does really raise the question whether or not if that's going to be enough time for the blue team to battle back. Many out there probably would say no, but of course a lot of people still having a lot of great faith when it comes to the blue team. And Expert Pizza, though, he just scored for the orange team. Take a look at this. And it's Waters obviously hitting it, but take a look at Expert Pizza with that great flip. A little bit of a incredible flip right there that allowed him to score. We are at the minute mark. At the minute mark here, this match will obviously end in under 55 seconds. And clearly the orange team, they have been in control since the get-go this matchup. So you gotta believe that Kai2 Crazy is definitely, Kai's gonna love the fact that he's gonna be entering in that championship match with a win up his sleeve, along with his team members of Waters and Expert Pizza. I look at Kai2 Crazy, looking to make sure he's gonna score at least one more time before this game is over with. Perhaps the blue team gonna try to thwart that. 30 seconds remaining already, missing through already. Waters now off the pass there from the orange member. And I believe Waters might have a chance, but Pugtato was standing by anyway. You can see Pugtato and the rest of the blue members desperately trying to get that ball out of there. Seething for a chance to perhaps score, but Kai2 Crazy on a roll, I'd say. Kai2 Crazy really doing a good job defending the ball, as there's only 6 seconds left, and I think we all know it's going to be taking place here tonight. And now the orange team is perhaps just a couple of seconds away from winning, and it does happen. The orange team just won. Orange team with an incredible victory. The orange team celebrating. Expert, Waters, and of course, the #1 contender, Kai2 Crazy, who's set to defend, well, his redemption, per se, against the champion, Pugtato. Coming up next, we got more action in this absolutely incredible Rocket League match. Yeah, T, are you joining commentary for this one? Or you joining the match? Okay. Which pizza are we talking about here? Cheese pizza?
Before I forget.
Welcome back to the second game here tonight on a very prestigious night. On the night the championship will be defended in behalf of the champion Pugtato. Hey everybody, joining me at GameSide here tonight, my broadcast colleague Ttyme. T, you had a fun time in the previous game.
A Of course, I had a good time, and look at that. That was a good score by Expert Pizza with that first score, Adrian.
And we talked about it, how Expert Pizza joining for the very first time here tonight. And I'll tell you, he's looking quite impressive there. Pugtato and Expert Pizza now teaming up to go against the team of Harper, Kai2Crazy, and Waters. It is a 3-on-2 situation, which leads the question here, T. Would you imagine perhaps maybe the blue team may have been a little overzealous to accept this 2-on-3 affair?
Well, you know, you got Pugtato in it on the blue team, so, you know, Pugtato will take it to them, but also you got Kai2Crazy as the, you know, so it can go any way. Look at the score by Kai2Crazy right there.
Well, it's going to be quite interesting. I mean, we saw Kai2Crazy's team in the previous game winning. Imagine if Pugtato's team wins in this game. We'll find out with a 4 minutes and 35 seconds of counting. A point apiece here tonight between the blue team and the orange team, and clearly getting set for more Rocket League action here tonight on Horizon. Clearly great games taking place here tonight, a part of the Network. You can only see this type of action here on Horizon. When it comes to the family-friendly games we produce and present every single weekend, as Expert Pizza looking on it. Waters using the boost. May have actually hit it. He does. That was a tremendous shot there, T.
Yes, a good shot by Waters. Good score for the orange team, getting another point there. That's a good score by Waters right there.
And that was an absolutely incredible score right there. Harper, Kai2Crazy, and Waters now perhaps gaining some confidence here as they're entering the next round. And here comes Waters off the barricade yet again. And now switching over. Pugtato with a high hit. Kai2Crazy already. Hey, T, I mean, I had to ask you, though. I mean, whenever you were in there, it must have been very much crazy.
Yeah, it was.
As Kai2Crazy just scored.
It was so crazy because Kai2Crazy was going crazy right there with the score. So, yes, it was very crazy out there.
And you would imagine that out of everybody here, though, it would be Kai2Crazy that would be in that sanguinary mood due to the fact that he actually lost to Pugtato a couple of months ago for the championship. So perhaps Kai2Crazy is going to be taking that pepped-up aggression that he's been holding on over the past few months and going to be using it as a way to perhaps actually gain control in this match. It could be a way of doing it.
Yeah, you know, but you know, they also getting ready for their championship match coming up later, but that was check out that replay by Kai2Crazy.
Kai2Crazy has been doing a great job here. You can see the replay with a shot. Pugtato was right behind him, but not too necessarily close enough to block the ball. I was going to say you're right there, T. I mean, later on tonight, again, that championship battle, one of the most anticipated title matches we have in Eon Network. It will be a tremendous one at that. Pugtato, a veteran here in Eon Network, and of course, Kai2Crazy trying to make sure he gets his legacy and winning that championship tonight. Pugtato the block. Here comes Kai2Crazy in the distance. There's Pizza here. We've been talking about pizza all night long. No,
you know, I
expert
like
pizza.
Pepperoni and pineapple pizza.
I agree with you. Finally, somebody that says that they put pineapple on their pizza. That's pretty good.
Pineapple does go on pizza.
Yeah, it does. It's great. It's a great combination of tastes. And speaking about combination, later on tonight, obviously, these guys, especially the champion of the challenger, going to be using a bunch of different combination of moves to try to win that championship. As you can see, Pugtato yet again off the barricade and needs to do this. This is the type of offense that he's going to have to bring against the contender, the number one contender, Kai2Crazy. If Kai2Crazy does not want to slip up on the other hand, it's going to be very important for Kai2Crazy to really, get the chance to study Pugtato minutes before his championship match.
Yeah, Pugtato is trying to take over the ball, and I think he is going to know. That was a good block right there.
And here comes Harper with a chance. Is Harper perhaps going to actually take control? Never mind, Pugtato this time around. Kai2Crazy with a great block yet again. But on the other hand, that is Expert Pizza, who's expertly trying to make sure he's going to score. And another shot there in behalf of Harper. Kai2Crazy looking right into the ball in free play. Oh, that was so close by Expert Pizza. Pizza was so close in scoring it there, T, as he saw as now Waters back in control. And here we go, Kai2Crazy going to try to take it out of no man's land.
Looked like, there was a block right there. This is going crazy. Everybody is doing extremely well. We got 41 on board still. There's still time for the blue team to get in it.
Absolutely tremendous amount of times here. 1 minute and 37 seconds. The orange team at 4 points. Clearly they're in control of the matchup. They're really in the driver's seat. Too Crazy now hitting it for the 5th time in this match. I'm telling you, if this is the omen, if this is what we're expecting, if this is the same Too Crazy that we're going to see in that championship match, then I'm telling you this, Pugtato's championship reign could end tonight.
Well, this is the Too Crazy that we need in that championship. If Too Crazy can bring this to the championship, then the championship will change again. But Too Crazy needs to have this momentum.
He's going to have to. All the confidence, and I talked about the pent-up aggression as well, sort of like a volcano, aggression that is building up, and tonight he begins to erupt, and that's going to allow him to win, perhaps. We will find out. Minute and 25 seconds. Here comes Kai yet again off the kickoff, and Pizza, though, strategically looking at the ball, but missed through. Too Crazy about to hit it, but Pugtato in defense. That was very smart and wise of the champion. And the champion quickly back in control. Not going to waste any more time here. Pugtato using the boost. He's got a chance, but it was blocked by one of the orange members here.
Someone in the background said, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? But I think they should say, can you smell what Too Crazy is cooking? Because Too Crazy has been cooking all night.
Well, he has the total package there, T. Clearly, obviously, a champion in the making, but Pugtato, though, proving why he's the champion.
Pugtato with that, look at this. Check out that replay right there. Pugtato is doing it crazy right now.
And Pugtato, this is going to be his time to send that message to none other than his opponent later on, Waters. I should say Too Crazy. Too Crazy and Pugtato for the championship later on. 45 seconds left before this game is over with.
I'm looking
and
for that.
You got to be impressed with, despite the fact that the orange team obviously is winning this matchup, you got to be impressed with every single individual here in this game night.
Oh yeah, I'm loving every minute of it. I'm just looking for that that move that Pugtato does so well.
And we might be able to see it in that one-on-one match. An explosion taking place here. Pugtato down and out. Too Crazy. I believe that's the second time that he explodes. Pugtato, as you can see, Too Crazy hitting that lucky 7 shot with only 18 seconds left. That could have been perhaps maybe the final goal for the orange team. And I say perhaps loosely, because 18 seconds still is enough time to hit another goal. But if you're the blue team, though, you want to ruin their parade. You do not want to let the orange team score for at least the final time before the game is over with.
Oh, no, because the orange team is dominating right now. Look at this, oh, they almost missed it, but Too Crazy was trying to get another score right there.
Look at Pugtato, though, he's going to score for the final time. And despite the fact that the blue team is clearly losing this game, right, Pugtato, I guess, is also sending a little bit of a message to Too Crazy that this is the type of offense that you're going to be contending with later on tonight in that championship battle, so perhaps maybe that was a little bit of a message sent to Kai as well.
Oh yeah, Pug is not going down without a fight. Pug is going to continue. I mean, he's a fighting champion. He is going to do whatever it takes to keep that title on him.
Game is over. Congratulations to the orange team. Waters, Harper, and Too Crazy winning here tonight. 7 points. The blue team, of course, up short with 3 points. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, it is the main event time. The anticipated title match. Obviously, the most anticipated championship match in my mind. It is Pugtato, the champion, set to defend his championship against the number 1 contender, Too Crazy.
Yeet! Let's go. That was a shocking, crack moment.
And expect more up next. All right, guys, and this one is just going to be Pug and Kai.
Championship match. Let's go.
You guys can spectate.
Let's show. This is going to be chill. This is going to be a good match.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. As I said earlier, it is the redemption arc. Too Crazy returns. The championship on the line. Pugtato, the champion, up against the number 1 contender, Too Crazy. And for Too Crazy, he has been here before here, T. He stared down Pugtato before, but came up short. But tonight, this is about redemption. This is about proving to everyone and to himself that he has what it takes to finally wear the championship gold. And Too Crazy early on just scored right there with 1 point.
And that's right there. That's a good story by Too Crazy. Let's just replay it by Too Crazy.
We talked about it. Obviously, Kai2 Crazy, he has that redemption that he needs to make sure he gets here tonight. But conversely speaking, for the champion, Pugtato isn't just a champion. I mean, he's a student of the game, I'd say. Rocket League flows through his veins, and he didn't win that title by accident. You can bet that he's not about to give it up here tonight. But Kai2 Crazy, though, scoring for a second time, and I'm telling you, Kai2 Crazy has indeed been practicing tonight. By the way, I would like to mention, this championship matchup is the best of 3.
That's right. I mean, because it's gonna be a great game right here.
Well, for Kai2 Crazy, it's all about legacy. For Pugtato, on the other hand, it's about his championship reign, the desire to continue as champion. One is chasing a dream, and the other is basically defending his throne. And Kai2 Crazy almost was going to score right there. Pugtato says, not right now. And he scored again. The champion this time, I should say, scoring for the first time.
That was a good score by Pugtato. Pugtato is not out of it. He is not out of it. He's in it to win it.
I mean, this is going to be a collision course, I can guarantee you that. And only one can walk away as the champion. Who is that going to be? We're going to find out. Kai2 Crazy, clearly in control. It is going to dominate right there. His third shot right there. His third could be in the making of a champion. Can Pugtato's title reign end tonight? And are we going to be feeling perhaps maybe the effects of the new championship reign soon?
Well, we don't know that yet because we still got some time going. It's 2 out of 3 falls, right? So anything goes. And Pugtato with that good play, that good score.
Back and forth action here tonight. Pugtato now trying to make sure he's gonna definitely try to recuperate. As you can see the replay there, the champion clearly with a shot. You know, Kai2 Crazy never forgot the night. He never forgot the night that he lost to Pugtato. I can guarantee he's been grinding. He's been training, obsessing over every single mistake. And now he gets his shot at redemption. He gets a shot at the championship here tonight. And now he gets a shot to prove to himself that he can indeed win the big one. For Kai2 Crazy, it's like that. But again, Pugtato, though, is fighting for his legacy. Pugtato's fighting for his passion, his championship reign. He doesn't want to let anyone dethrone the man.
Yeah, his training really shows that he's been very training good block from both of them, but Kai2 Crazy still got it.
And Kai2 Crazy now up to 4. Kai2 Crazy still really showing a lot of life there. Kai2 Crazy, very, very impressive shot. Pugtato was centimeters away from blocking it, but Kai2 Crazy able to score right there. You know, Pugtato's been a proud champion over the past couple of months, really one of the longest reigning champions on Rocket League, but when the pressure's on, Pugtato's gonna score like that. When the pressure's on, he's gonna perform like that. And when the pressure's on, Pugtato's gonna make sure he retains the title.
Yeah, that was a very, very good shot. A very good score by Pug.
You know, one thing that I have noticed, 2 contrasting styles of oh, look at this. Pugtato just Kai2 Crazy, you can actually see here, Kai2 Crazy yet again scoring for another time. Pugtato was trying to make sure he's going to try to deflect the ball, but he was not necessarily able to angle himself enough to try to deflect that ball there, team. This is going to be the biggest, I should say, well, the biggest mistake, I'd say, or not necessarily mistake, but rather challenge for Pugtato.
Yeah, it was, I mean, that was a very good score by Kai2. On the last one, this kickoff. Now we're gonna see if Pug can get the score. I think he can. No, blocked by Kai2.
Pugtato, of course, plays smart. He can be calculated in the game. Kai2 Crazy, a little bit unpredictable at times like this. Kai2 Crazy just absolutely being crazy tonight. The #1 contender, clearly, of course, in the driver's seat here, T, and he could just be matches away from becoming the champion. And just imagine, T, if Kai2 Crazy becomes the champion. He's been wanting this chance for a while now. He's been wanting a title win ever since he became an EO Network member, and he could actually mark it down tonight.
Yeah, we got Kai2 Crazy might be looking for another. No.
That was close. Oh, and Pugtato, I guess, Pugtato, of course, sending Kai2 Crazy what he's done to him over the past couple of rounds.
And Kai2 just spawned right where Pug was gonna take the ball to the net, but it looked like another block by Pug.
Kai2 Crazy messing through there. Pugtato clearly back in control. Kai2 Crazy knows exactly where he needs to go. He needs to go near his net because here comes the champion Pug with a very fast shot. Blocked over by Kai. Kai now is back in control. Pugtato going to desperately try to make sure he's going to block it. And Kai Too Crazy just scored, though. 7 points now.
Kaitu is getting crazy. Kaitu is in his crazy mindset. Kaitu Crazy is going to get this.
You know, Kai Too Crazy has clawed his way up to the rankings match after match. Setback after setback. Whatever you want to call it. I can guarantee it that here tonight, Kai Too Crazy really is putting a challenge to Pugtato. And remember, Pugtato's, I believe, the best on Rocket League, or at least one of the best on Rocket League in the history of EON Network. So, I mean, if Pugtato is not necessarily taking control over Kai Too Crazy, it goes to show how good Kai Too Crazy is. But Pugtato now scoring for a 4th time. Here, I'll put it this way. As you take a look at the replay here, T. Pugtato clearly with a shot right there. I'll just say right here, right now, if Kai Too Crazy defeats Pugtato, that will be his biggest victory yet, bar none. No one can beat Pugtato on Rocket League.
Oh no, but we have been close. Kai Too have been close every time, trying to beat Pug. So he have came close.
You know, the thing is, Pugtato's been really fighting for his credibility through the years as well. He isn't just fighting for him to keep the title here, T. He's fighting to prove that he's not a one-time wonder. Clearly. I mean, Pugtato wants to prove to everybody that he's forever going to be reigning the throne on Rocket League. He wants to make sure that he proves to everybody that he's got the heart of a champion.
Oh yeah, we got Kai Too Crazy. No, Pug is in control of the ball now. Back to Kai Too. No, Pug.
And now clearly Kai Too back in. And now Pugtato this time around. Is he going to be the one to score it? We're about to find out. Kai Too Crazy hitting it, but not too far away. And now Pug, though, trying to block the ball. It did hit just a bit. Not too much, however. And now Kai Too, again, the #1 contender, trying to be back in control, but Pugtato this time going to try to switch it over here. The switcheroo now, T. Going to be sending it over to the orange team. 1 minute remaining, the championship on the line. Pugtato still has enough time, though. 54 seconds is still enough time to be back in this match, but if Kai Too Crazy is going to be battling like this, it's going to be a very, very tough task for Pugtato to retain the title.
It looked like Pug was trying to get the air dribble, but couldn't get it done, but I think he will next game.
Kai Too Crazy has scored for an 8th time, 40 seconds remaining. Now remember, this is the best of 3 matches, so clearly Pugtato is not out of the woods just yet, however. If he loses this match, he can clearly come back in the next round. And we know Pugtato, he's going to dig down deep inside and really bring out the ferociousness that he is all about.
And that's what I want to see. I want to see that ferociousness.
#1 contender. Back in control, 30 seconds remaining already now. Now we know for a fact that perhaps it could be safe to say that in this round, the #1 contender, Kai Too Crazy, is going to win this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be safe to say that. But, and an explosion there. Kai Too Crazy, I guess. Pugtato facing a taste of his own medicine from the previous explosion. Exploding Kai Too, I should say, Pugtato there. 7 seconds remaining here, T. And what a tremendous battle so far. But Kai Too Crazy does indeed win the first round here tonight. Best of 3 series continues, obviously. But Kai Too Crazy, here's the thing with this here, T. If Kai Too Crazy can replicate what just happened tonight, he will become champion.
That would be if he wins this, that's it. But Pug gotta get in this. I think Pug can do this.
Pugtato's no easy task. Clearly. So, he's obviously a legend in the game. So, Kai Too Crazy really bringing the fight to Pugtato. So, it goes to show Kai Too Crazy, again, over the past couple of months, he's been he's been training. He has been grinding, as I said. And, of course, he has been very, very resilient. He does not want to make the same mistakes that he actually was able to bring, that he made months and months ago in that championship match the first time against Pug.
Exactly. But Pug can get it. Pug can get this done, and Kai Too can try to get the second. So we're
about to find out.
We got this.
Well, this is it. Either it's going to be yet the penultimate round, or it's going to be the final round. And again, for none other than Pugtato, the pressure is on him. The pressure is on Mr. Pugtato here tonight. As Pugtato cannot lose this round, otherwise it's over. But Kai2 Crazy needs to be in his A game tonight. Kai2 Crazy in his A game. Pugtato in his A game. We have two superstars that will bring the best of the best. And this is what you get.
And you have two of the best in this match, Adrian. Kai2 and Pug are two of the best record players that we have today.
Contrasting style there, you saw Pugtato was trying to slowly try to bring the ball right into the net. Pugtato this time, obviously now, shot right there. He's going to carry the ball, can he? No. That was Kai2 Crazy who blocked it. Pug now back in control. Kai2 Crazy just wasting absolutely little time, though. Was able to shoot right there.
I thought it was going to go in the net.
Pugtato, look at this. He's about to hit it right there, but instead it was Kai2 Crazy who blocked it. He's going to hit it. No! That was close there, T. Literally just inches away from hitting the net. And now Kai2 Crazy trying to make sure he's going to take control, but Pugtato this time might be the one to hit it. No! Kai2 Crazy again, blowing up Pugtato. Pugtato has been eliminated only for a moment, however, for only an instant. That allows Kai2 Crazy to perhaps pick up the momentum there. But Pugtato clearly back in the game, and he scores! Up and over the top, Kai2 Crazy just scored.
Check out this replay right here. This was crazy. This was crazy.
Well, the number one contender, really, as I said, bringing the fight to the champion Pug. And now Pug here, he's going to have to try to bring, as you said there, T, everything that he's got.
Yeah, he got to put a stop to Kai2 in this one. If you want to retain the title, you got to put a stop to Kai2 Crazy.
But
there we go.
Exactly. But Pugtato still does not have. He's not going to lose any confidence. He's not going to lose any momentum. And he is sure as hell not going to lose any moment of him losing this matchup. He's going to make sure he's going to retain the title as he scored right there. And you can already see here the blue team with 1 point as opposed to the orange team, Kai2 Crazy, that it's with 1 point apiece in this championship matchup. Oh, and
there we go.
Kai2 Crazy. You know, this is a different Kai2 Crazy here, T. A much smarter Kai2 Crazy, sharper, more disciplined, so to speak. And that evolution might be the key to finally cracking the champion's armor.
The thing is, Kai2 Crazy did his homework. He studied Pugtato moveset. He knows his style of game, so he knows what to look out for and when he's facing Pug.
And he made a very good point, and that's the adaptation of a future of a champion. Pugtato was clearly, really perhaps maybe it was so close and gonna hit the ball, but Kai2 Crazy on the other hand with a shot up and over yet again. Kai2 Crazy slowly but surely gonna make sure he's gonna take back in control. Oh, Pugtato, great. That was great for Pugtato. He's gonna score it, and he just did. The champion just scored.
That was an awesome
2 points
score.
for the champion.
2 points for
And
the challenger.
champion, Pugtato here, tying up now. And it looks like we're at a tie, a stalemate here between these two guys who arguably are the best in the network on Rocket League. Face to face, the most anticipated title match in the history of Rocket League taking place tonight. Kai2 Crazy measuring the ball, Pugtato measuring it back. Great block, yeah. Oh no, that was close, could have been a hit. However, Pugtato making sure that wasn't going to happen.
Oh, and we got another collision there.
Impact. Kai2 Crazy making the impact, but Pugtato though right there, right where he needed to be. He needed to be there. And Kai2 Crazy with a shot again. Man, this is a huge matchup here, T. I mean, I cannot believe what I'm witnessing here. One of the best Rocket League matches that's taking place right before our very eyes, transpiring here. And it's very fitting.
And these
two know here.
These two know exactly what is at stake. It's a championship. It's a stake, and Kai2 Crazy just missed that by an inch.
Very close, and you know what Pugtato did? He was not going to make the mistake. He was not going to use the momentum and velocity to hit the ball near his net. And he scored right there, Pugtato back in control. And again, this is what the champion is all about. The champion is about making sure he takes control. The champion is about taking all the control he needs in order for him to walk out of here as the champion. What I was trying to say here, T, as you take a look at the replay, is that it's very fitting that this stadium's called Champions Field because, again, the championship is on the line, and the winner is going to be walking out of here as the champion. So it's very, very fitting that this whole stadium here is named Champions Field.
And that's a perfect name for it because we got a game here. I mean, we got the most amazing champion here, and against an amazing challenger, and Pug almost got it.
And that was close. And now Ttyme is going to have to try to get that ball out of there. And he's doing it. Oh, man. Up and over the top again. And Ttyme just made it into a tie. We're really playing checkers tonight, T.
Oh, yes. I love it. Shucky, chucky, crack, crack moment. It's in this game right now.
You know, when the game gets intense, and again, I said it before and I'll say it again, when the pressure really is at an all-time high, Pugtato shines more than ever before. He doesn't fold, he doesn't flinch. He thrives in this chaos, and Pugtato's going to make sure he's going to use that at his advantage, but Ttyme at least there to thwart that. Remember, Ttyme has all the pent-up aggression that has been building over the past few months, as I said, like a volcano, and he's blowing up tonight, and it's going to allow him to perhaps maybe beat Pugtato. And you know what? He needs all of that. He needs all of that and then some to beat the champion.
Almost hit the net. Almost went in the net, Pugtato.
And now the ball yet again. Oh, that was a tremendous block from the champion himself, Pug. And now
Nice
Pug hits the
bank.
ball. Can't score it. He does. Pug just scored and now makes it into 4 points.
Oh my! Check this out. Bank to the barrier. Bank to the and then 2 banks and then in the net. That was great.
You know, every single era has a face. And this one, this is indeed Pugtato's era. And until someone can knock him off the mountain, whether if it's Ttyme or somebody else down the road, this is his world, as I said, and everyone else, they're going to try to survive in it. Ttyme is in a fight mode here tonight. He's trying to survive the battle against Pugtato. He's trying to overcome the impossible.
Pug was trying to get that ball around Ttyme, but Ttyme got it.
But again, it's back and forth. Tit for tat. Ttyme now scoring for his 4th time, and now we're back into a tie. We might be seeing an overtime match point.
Yeah, that is. I love it. I mean, you know what? I can't. It might go overtime. It might lead into an overtime.
And again, I talked about Pugtato's legacy, that not only is his championship on the line, but really the legacy is on the line. He'd be solidifying his legacy if he retains the title tonight, that's for sure. If he wins tonight, we're not just talking about a great champion, but we're talking about an all-time legend here in the game of Rocket League in the big network known as EO Network. Thousands of game nights through the years, thousands of players through the years, and Pugtato's defining his moment tonight. But it could be Ttyme's moment. And it could be...
I called it.
Overtime.
Overtime, so this means...
This is it.
1
Sudden
point.
death.
1 point gets it. Whoever
Sudden
gets
death, ladies and gentlemen. And again, this is the championship matchup. Oh my God, Ttyme is so close in scoring. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, that was so close. Again, this is sudden death. They just needed one more goal. Here comes Pugtato, wasting a little time already in the mid-stadium. He's going to score. He does. The champion just scored it. The champion just scored it. The champion has just scored it. The champion now has survived. The champion has survived. The champion has just survived here. T, we're getting a final match. It had to be this way, T. It had to be this way. Ttyme with 1 point, Pugtato now with 1, and again it had to be this way because we're entering into now the final match in the best of 3 series. T?
Oh,
I'm shaking here.
So I'm gonna go. Oh, I don't know who to go for on this last one, but you know, both teams, both competitors have been amazing so far tonight.
You know, this is history in the making, I can guarantee you, because in about 2-3 years from now, when this video is posted on YouTube, there's going to be a lot of these great fans and members that will probably be showing what Rocket League is all about, and this could be a great example of what it's all about.
You know, I mean, you know, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
This wasn't really a scheduled match. It was fate, really. I mean, ever since Ttyme arrived into the scene of EO Network, they were destined to collide here in this game here tonight. And obviously, the two competitors, it looks like they were walking different roads, T. But they both ended up in the same destination in the Rocket League Championship battle.
All right, Pug, Kaitu, the nerve is gonna get them right now. But you know,
It's all about the mental game now in the third game, I'd say. Pugtato already owns a huge victory over Kai2 Crazy beforehand, so that could perhaps maybe be in the mind of Kai2 Crazy. But tonight, as I said, this is a different Kai2 Crazy that we're seeing here tonight. Both of these guys have matured through and adapted, but Kai2 Crazy's adaptation has been impressive. Oh my God! A little taste of his own medicine. Kai2 Crazy blowing up by Pugtato, and in the process, adding insult to injury, being able to score right there. Again, everybody, this is for the Rocket League Championship. Pugtato, the champion, defends against the #1 contender, Kai2 Crazy. This is the best of 3 series. Pugtato won a match in the previous round, and in the first game, it was Kai2 Crazy who won.
yeah,
We're about to find out who's going to walk out of here as the champion team.
the way Pug scored that was aggressive. That
Oh my
was
God!
aggressive score.
Kai2 Crazy just scored there. Can you believe what we're witnessing here? He's not going to back down, is he?
Oh no, none of these, both of these competitors are not gonna come back down from a fight. That was a miscap by Pug right there.
Kai2 Crazy just scoring again for a second time. And you mentioned the mess up. Kai2 Crazy was scoring right there, and I don't think Pugtato had enough room there to try to deflect the ball there, T.
Oh no, not at all, but you know, Pug can still get back in this because there's still more time. As you know, Pug is still going to continue to fight to keep his title. A nice block by Pug.
Oh my God. A tremendous one at that. And Pugtato sees the opening of the net. Is he going to capitalize? Kai2 Crazy, though, is going to capitalize here, and he does. He just scored for a third time.
Here we go. We got
A third time now.
Pug need to, you know, keep his focus on being champion. That's his
Well,
focus.
whether you're Team Kai2 Crazy or Team Pugtato, one thing is for sure. This is the match to watch. Top-tier talents competing here in the middle of the stadium. One title, no second chances. Whoever walks out of here is cemented themselves as the champion of Rocket League. And again, it's all about legacy for both of these guys.
You see, I don't know if Pug is, but I think Pug is trying to block the ball, and he did. Good job by Pug.
Well, there's only, hey, listen, there's 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Enough time for Pugtato to get back into the matchup. Kai2 Crazy almost scored right there, but Pugtato very, very close. That was very close for Kai2 Crazy to almost score, but Pugtato clearly in the perfect spot. He was able to block the ball. Here it comes up again, up and over the top now. Kai2 Crazy could capitalize. The net is open. He does, and it just scored for a 4th time. The #1 contender back in control.
Check out this replay right here. I mean, it's wow. I mean, we still in 3 minutes. We still got 3 minutes, so he can still get back in this game.
This is an absolutely stunning moment on Champions Field, a championship title match in which really Eon Network is looking on. A match that's going to live on through the ages, and Pugtato's still fighting back now, T. He's not going to give up either.
Oh no.
He's not going to stop. Pugtato lives and breathes this championship match. He breathes as becoming champion. He lives as the champion. He doesn't want to lose the title.
We might get it. Pug might get it. No.
Oh, that was so close.
He just stopped right there. I don't know why he...
Kai2 Crazy. He was a bit worried there. He thought that the ball was going to go in the orange net. He even said, quote, "Oh my goodness," but no, Kai2 Crazy did not see that go in. And Kai2 Crazy must be very happy about that. And Kai2 Crazy back in control. Pugtato now near his net. And great block there from Pugtato. My God, that was so close again. And Pugtato he just hit it. He's going to score. He might score. No.
Pug is trying. Oh, that's blocked by Pug. Pug might go for it. No, he did not go for the air triple. But he is going to go for the score. No.
Pug has motivated himself. He motivated himself to this moment. He has motivated himself to become a champion. And Pugtato just scored again there. 3 points for Pugtato, 2 minutes and 29 seconds.
Yeah, Pug is trying to get this tie, trying to tie it up with Kai2.
And remember, T, again, as I told you here, this is the best of 3, and we saw Kai2 Crazy win the first round. Pugtato was able to win the second round, and who's going to win the third round? Well, clearly now, Kai2 Crazy in control, but it's really a who's who in this matchup, because you don't know who's going to actually gain and win this match. You don't know who's going to walk out of here as the champion. Pugtato could take control at any given second, and vice versa. And that's what I'm talking about. Pugtato just scored now for a 4th time. We are at a tie.
That's what I was talking about. I was talking about they could be in a tie. Pug is looking tied up with Kai2 right here, and that's what he did.
We are literally at a tie. At a tie at this point in time. This is about passion. This is about legacy. This is about the championship. This is about proving to themselves that they have what it takes to walk out of here as the champion. This is all about that.
Well, did
to
you see
prove to their peers.
Well, Bug was carrying the
champion,
ball.
and Kai2 Crazy just broke the tie.
Bug was trying to carry the ball to his net, but did not. But lost the control of the ball somehow.
And Kai2 Crazy took over the control, and he scored right there as we're looking at 5 points for the orange team, AK Kai.
We got a kick off. Oh, Pug is going to get this ball here. No, Kai2 Crazy got it and scored for a 6th time.
For a 6th time, Kai2 Crazy now is gaining this. He's gaining the momentum. He's gaining the confidence. He just gained another score. And if Kai2 Crazy can keep this up, then he best believe he's walking out of here as the champion. And he will beat the best of the best in Rocket League. Pugtato has been at the top of the mountain for almost a year at this point. No one has been able to beat Pugtato. No one has been able to do that.
Collision.
But if Kai2 Crazy can be the one to do that, perhaps that was his destiny.
That was a nice collision there by Kai2 Crazy, trying to get the upper hand right there. But then here comes Pug. Oh, good block by
Kai2 Crazy might. You know what? Kai2 Crazy might be the chosen one here, T, to beat the man that no one's beaten over the past year. He might be the guy to dethrone Pugtato's reign. His reign as champion, Pugtato, is in jeopardy tonight, and he's in a challenge against Kai, the #1 contender, clearly battling back, in fact, still in control of this match. Mid in 3 seconds, Pugtato has a clear opening. Is he going to capitalize? He does! He does! Oh my god, I can't.
You know, right there, I thought you was going to say to
I
beat
can't
the
wrap
man,
my.
you got to beat the man. That's what I thought you was going to say.
See, I'm out of my chair right now. I'm literally walking and pacing around my room right now because I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. Because this is a match that I've never witnessed.
I'm out of my, I was laying on my bed, and I'm out of my bed and calling it.
I can't believe what's transpiring here. 5 points for Pugtato, and again, 6 for Kai2 Crazy. This is a close matchup. It can't get any closer than this, literally. Who's going to walk out of here as the champion? This perhaps could be the greatest championship match in EO Network history. Regardless of what happens, history will be made tonight. Either Pugtato's going to retain the championship, or we're going to crown a new champion. 30 seconds remaining. Oh my god, Pugtato, the pressure's on, Pugtato. The pressure's on, because in 20 seconds, you might lose that title.
20 seconds on
Crazy. He's measuring the ball. Pugtato quickly. Oh, Pugtato with a great shot. This could be it. Pugtato might actually capitalize. No. Oh my god, 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, kid. Kai2 Crazy has scored. Kai2 Crazy has just scored. And tonight, Kai2 Crazy can officially claim himself as the man that dethroned Pugtato, the man who's at the top of the mountain, and the man who's indeed the Rocket League champion. Pugtato's era's done, and Kai2 Crazy era's here.
The underdog that is Kai2 Crazy finally have won the championship.
I cannot believe what we just transpired, what we just witnessed here. Kai2 Crazy has achieved his dream. Ever since he actually came to EO Network, he's always been wanting to become a champion. He's been wanting this. He's been trying, and he's failed a couple of times, and he's failed a couple of more times. But tonight, he was going to be done with that bull crap, and he was going to win the title, and he did it.
No, there was no stopping. There was no giving up for these two, and I give these two credit for going out there and putting us a good show. Kudos to Pug and kudos to Kai2 Crazy.
Listen.
This was a great showing.
Pugtato has nothing to be ashamed of, literally. Has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. The guy brought the fight. He was one of the greatest champions in Eon Network. He really did a great performance here tonight. And he could have won. He could have. But he was very, very, and I mean very close in doing so. But it was Kai2 Crazy, which leads me to now the era of Kai2 Crazy there, T. We're living in the era of Kai.
Yeah, that's right. The era of Kai, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy.
So many emotions, literally in the air. As we end the broadcast tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Kai2 Crazy will no longer be known as a champion of the making. He will no longer be known as #1 contender. However, tonight, he will indeed forever be known as Rocket League champion.
No,
Good for you, Kai.
He's the Yeet champion. That is what he is.
Kai2 Crazy is indeed champion. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us from Rocket League after an intense match. Champion Kai2 Crazy standing tall at the top of the mountain.
You know what I gotta say? I gotta say, stay Yeet!